too deep from the M-Town, man. You know
Yeah, Memphis 10.
You know what I'm saying? Orange Mile Bound?
That part. It's tatted on me. I can't get it up off me. You know what I mean?
Man, I love it. Welcome back to another episode of Big Church Podcast. The door's open. Church is on the move. Pay your tithes on the spot and stay away from short pocket thoughts. You dig? I'm your host, Big Church. It's me. And I hope y'all out there staying sucker free. You dig? Hey, man, it's always a treat when players meet they sit on the podcast. You dig? And I got one of the biggest, one of my player partners. Mm-hmm. From the M-Town, you know what I'm talking about, Orange Mile Bound, you know what I'm saying, real ism spitting out here. Mm-hmm. He do art out here painting things, man, and giving out real good game.
That part.
And y'all need that. Man, records out here amazing, got songs with Measy Mac, Rollo the Pimp, MJG, you know what I'm saying, got the album out. Southern President.
Yeah.
Man, y'all give it up for my man. Too deep. The Southern President. You did.
What's going down, man? Much love.
Man, what's going on too?
I'm really just happy to be here. It's a blessing to come out here, Nashville. Shout out to Nashville. A lot of history. Y'all right up the street from Memphis.
Yes, sir.
Coming up on my grind, if I take you back in the day, this was one of the cities when we were in that out the trunk period where I would stop through, motherfuckers didn't even know me out here, but I would come through, 300, 400, 500 CDs and get on the corner and hand to hand, like y'all gonna figure out who I am eventually. So Shout out to Nashville, man, because it was a lot of love and support that I would get every time I would come out here. For sure.
You said CDs. See, a lot of these young folk don't know about CDs out here. And you talking about CDs popping out the trunk, man. It reminds me of the good old days for real, man. Real good music too.
That part.
And everything. Too deep, man. Let's go back. You growing up in Memphis, man. How was that, man? So much good music down there. You got the soul of Stacks and then the hip hop came out. How you get the hip hop bug coming out of Orange Mile?
To be honest with you, I was heavily influenced by music from everywhere. For as much as I was influenced by what I was seeing coming up in Memphis, the legends and the icons, I was also influenced by the other coast, the East Coast, the West Coast. I'm listening to Pac, I'm listening to Snoop, I'm listening to Jay-Z, and then right in front of me, from my hood, I'm seeing 8-Ball and MJG. Then South Memphis, that's like my other neighborhood because my great-grandma grew up over there. So you got Playa Fly, Gangsta Black over that side. Now, it just so happened, growing up, Gangsta Black stayed on the same street as my great-grandmother, which is Taylor Street, when you always hear them say Taylor Made.
Yeah.
So the way the world...
Taylor Boys, too?
Huh?
Well, the Taylor Boys, too. I don't know if they were same street. I don't know if they would call themselves the Taylor Boys.
But him and... his brother, everybody, all at that 3-6 Mafia era, they was right there in it. So I was just blessed enough to see him rise right in front of my eyes because I'm growing up and I'm watching him get his record deal and everything starting to pop off. And as I became a teenager and got into the rapping, he welcomed me on his tours with him. So by my teenage years, I was already opening up shows for, bigger rappers and getting to experience what it was going to take to really, be in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Gangsta Black, man. I remember being out in Atlanta, man. He was with 3-6, Can It Be? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to Super Sig Records. Then, you know what I'm saying? And it was, it was some good music.
It was a lot of good things going on around the time. The energy was great. And, man, like I said, as a teenager, it gave me the opportunity to open up, shows all across the Chitlin circuit. And I was signed to I was with this independent label called Mad Ghetto, my partner Big Trey, Big Rod. Mm-hmm. And so, my guy Slick would open up all these big shows all around Memphis as well, like the Crunk Fest. So it'll be 7,000-8,000 people there. Yo Gotti performing, Jeezy performing, Yin Yang Twins performing, whoever was hot at the time.
Right.
I had the opportunity in my youth to open up for these guys. So I got to see firsthand a lot of shit that was just happening behind the scenes in the music industry in the city, and that had inspired me and motivated me to like really do my shit independently. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Before the music, what you was doing before the music?
I'll be honest. I can't say it was really much I was doing before the music. Everything came in the midst of doing the music. Okay. Because I started doing music at such a young age. I'm, 11, 12. This always been my dream. I was in the studio. What happened was, you get 18, 19, you at a crossroads. I was always a very intelligent student. I was like honor society smart in school. I always did art. I went to a creative and performing arts school, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened is my grandma raised me. So as I'm, growing up, she getting older, and Browntown College come around, I'm really like, man, this shit really ain't my thing. Like, I'm finna go to school for the music business and art and all that shit, but like, I really want to do this rap shit.
Yeah.
Right? So about 18, I caught a couple dope cases. I started, I'm selling weed. I'm getting my hustle on. I'm trying to make a way to really put something into my music like I want to, because I'm like, this shit ain't moving fast enough. I ain't never gonna be no working ass nigga. It just wasn't in me.
Right.
And I caught a couple weed cases like a month and a half apart, right? And so I'm like, yo, at the same time I'm selling my CDs myself. I'm doing well doing it, but I'm just like, bro, I'm too slick for this. And eventually that steered into my love for like how I deal with women, because I always knew first time I seen the Mac that's on your wall back there, I knew I had, I was like, this is me. I'm a smooth talking, slick motherfucker. I always know what to say. Girls always like me. That always was natural. So after I had learned them lessons early and got caught up a couple times, went to jail, they took my car. I had like a 64 Impala at 16. I was like the only kid, young motherfucker riding around the 6'4". I love Snoop. So I had a 6'4" baby blue. They loving me around the city. The bitches loving me for that shit. And then the cops take it from me. And I'm like, is this the game I'm really supposed to be in? Like, fuck selling some dope and shit. Like, I'm gonna go harder with this music, but I'm finna get these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck the bullshit.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the beginning of the shift of me really taking the game serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talking about with the music, man. You said now you touching the hoes.
Yeah, that's really how it all started.
Yeah.
Like, and to be honest with you, the music was always like a way that the bitches had got into me, because shit, the first bitch that ever even chose to fuck with me, she chose to fuck with me at the end of a show. I opened up for Lil Flip one time many years ago. This went like Game Over out.
Okay.
She stayed to the end of the motherfucking show, and goddamn it, by the end of the show, she was like, look, I want you. And I ain't really know what the fuck to do at that time, but I knew, man, I'm finna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the beginning of like, okay, like, I know I got something. I got the charisma. I just gotta learn the game. You know what I'm saying?
Learn how to break a bitch.
Yeah.
Man, so you in the game learning try to break a bitch. You know what I'm talking about? So you in the music and everything. So that's when you find your style as far as MCing?
I think I found my style earlier, because I think my style was always a gumbo of a lot of my favorite artists. So like Pop heavily influenced me, Jay-Z heavily influenced me, Outkast heavily influenced me, 8 Ball and MJG heavily influenced me. All these guys were at the core of my sound. You know what I'm saying? I always say I'm like a gumbo of my favorite artists. So I always knew, I wanted to be a storyteller. I wanted to make sure my raps was legitimately about the life that I was really living. I wanted to make sure that I was relatable. hence the name The Southern President, because I was like too deep, because I think deeply. I didn't never feel like my mentality was on the same level as the people that was in my age group. You know what I mean? And then the Southern President, because I'm like, man, I'm a man of the people. I'm going to get out in the streets and force a motherfucker to respect what I got going on. I ain't trying to be funny or act funny with nobody. I'm going to build fan by fan, day by day. I'm going to make a motherfucker fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit's so dope, man, because it's like, you know, 8 Ball MJG came out with the, you know, pimps in the house, the whole 9 yards, you know, and you coming out with that. You think the ism as far as rap is coming back?
Strongly. I mean, of course, I would say for me, myself, like my guy Roller the Pimp, Mr. Silky Slim.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Meezy Mac. It's a lot of players that's making, you know, dope music. And, you know, for me, I always was hell bent on it, because my thing was, I grew up listening to guys that were kicking player shit, but a lot of them wasn't really who they were on wax. Like when I got grown and I started doing my research, I'm like, oh, you know, that shit sound good, but was you really going through this shit I was going through?
Right.
And so for me, it was always about breaking the barrier and proving, man, like I'm really not playing. I'm really living the life I say I'm living, but I'm really talented. Yeah. And I hated the fact that when it came to a lot of guys who was kicking the ism, they never put them in that lyricist category. They was like, oh, you dope, you kicking the pimp shit, that's cool, that's cute, you know, but that's as far as it went. So my thing was always like, nah, I don't want you to just put me in a box like I'm all just one thing. Like, nah, motherfucker, I can out-rap your favorite rapper.
Right.
You know, on any subject. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because outside of me being a gentleman of leisure, I'm still a man. I'm still going through life. I'm still experiencing things on the day-to-day that any human being can relate to, and I have to write about those things. I have to tell a nigga not only how I feel when I break a bitch, but how I feel when my mama passed, how it feel when, you know, you get robbed, how it feel when you lose everything you got and you got to bounce back, how I feel when you count 20 bands, how I feel when the bitch leave. All these experiences is the highs and lows that come with the shit that a nigga go through, and I want to be a nigga that give a nigga a clear-cut understanding of how this shit works.
That you did, because I went through your whole catalog. Man, slamming.
I appreciate
That's an old
you.
word, slamming.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate
What
it.
you talking about? Because I love the game, because, you know, I was in the game as far as, you know, breaking the bitch, you know what I'm saying, one time, you know what I'm saying, and then I just love the music, because I got on Rollo the Pimp from Mr. Silky Slim, because he was on the Sugar Free album, Thunder and Lightning with Pomona Pippin Young. You know, they had the 10.
Shout out to all of them. All of them good players, my guys. Much love to them. Much love to them. We got music together as well all the time.
I love it. And then it's like, man, it's coming back to that, because I feel like the drill killed it. You know, everybody was dying and everybody shooting and killing.
People tired of all the gangster ass, dumbass music. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't just about man, break on the bitch. It's about like the ism is a mentality. The game is a mentality. So when I speak, when a motherfucker watch me on the gram, I ain't just gonna talk to him about a bitch. I'm gonna give you life game. You know, when you get around your motherfucking uncle and you got that smooth player ass uncle, and he like, nah, nigga, I'm giving you this advice because you gonna need to know this on how to deal with your girlfriend, your wife, your life, everything that come with this shit. If you don't got game, you gonna get played. It's either you the sucker or you the player. It ain't no in between in life. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I love that shit, man, because every time, you know, you be on the internet, on IG, spitting game for sale. You know what I'm saying? And
branding it.
Yeah.
Branding it.
And the thing with what you're talking about, like you said, you ain't just talking about breaking a bitch. You talking about life lessons, man.
Facts.
And what made you come up with that, sitting in the car and just giving life lessons?
So my thing was this. I noticed the shift in social media, and I was like, man, I gotta do more than just rap. Like, you know, people need to see my personality. People need to see me entertain, but from the perspective of being myself as well as educate. So I like to call what I do like edutainment, meaning I'm going to educate you and I'm going to entertain you. So some days I might say some slick, funny shit that just cross my mind. but it's still giving you some game. And then some days I might be seriously, breaking down something that I went through or something that you need to know and understand. But either way, it's all under the umbrella of game for sale. And I have been screaming game for sale. Niggas can go back 20 plus years. 20 plus years ago, I was wearing hats with game for sale on it, selling t-shirts with game. This is nothing new. It just so happened that the algorithm and everything on the internet is finally pushing my shit out strong enough to where everybody see it every day, and I found a way to brand it to where everybody associate this with me. But I've been screaming. I ain't gonna say I coined the phrase per se,
right.
But I'ma say, man, ain't nobody been pressing this shit longer than I've been pressing this shit. I'm talking about, nigga, you could literally put the hashtag in Google and be like, damn, here you go. Screaming game for sale, it's 2008. Here you go, screaming game for sale, it's 2012. Like, I stand on this shit. So, for me, I understood that everything doesn't have to revolve around the music, but everything goes back to the music. So you might hear me speak for a second, and then you be like, damn, I really feel what that nigga's saying. Maybe I want to check out his music. Or you might see a piece of art I paint and be like, damn, that shit kind of cool. It's related to this. Now I want to go see what he talking about on this, because every fan ain't gonna fuck with you the same way for the same reason.
Right.
But subconsciously, I'm gonna get you either way it go. If you don't like me for this, you're gonna like me for this. And I understand when it come to niggas, some niggas, they feel a certain way about getting into a nigga. So you might have to get them into you from a different space, a different perspective, to make them relate to you and be like, all right, he ain't just like the other 10,000 rappers I didn't seen before.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know about the ism. And then when they get the taste of it, they feel like they understand, but they really don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be blessed.
Yeah, you gotta be.
You gotta be blessed, because I could break down shit all day long. You go out the door and try to apply it, it might not work for you.
Yeah, it gotta be in you. You know what I'm saying? Because when I broke up my first one, man, it was just out the blue. Like, I'm DJing the strip club. You know what I'm saying? And out the blue, hey, church, somebody outside looking for you. I don't know who looking for me. They said my government name. I'm like, man, who? Went outside.
The government.
Then they said my government name. I was like, oh. Went outside, see the spaceship. I didn't know who was in the spaceship. Said my government. Oh, what's up, man? Come on in.
Yeah.
Came on in, two of them. This is like 05. Man came in, went upstairs, man, got two bras, broke them down, man, they danced for him. One bra went upstairs, came back fully clothed. She gone for the day. Come back the next day. Oh, church, I got whatever you need me to do. I said, what happened?
Sometimes it just fall in your lap.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just fall in your lap.
Because I wasn't looking for it. But I've always been a cool dude with the women. You know what I'm saying? Like a real gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm DJing and I'm in the club and, they don't really want to be there. You know what I'm saying? You might, you got a drink, you want to hit the weed? Go ahead, girl. You know what I'm saying? Go get your money. Then they get comfortable around the nigga. Then like, hey, then you see somebody who got a bankroll. You get your bankroll. Like, hey, that nigga put a bankroll in my pocket. Then...
Now what you gonna do with the bankroll?
Yeah. Nigga, are you gonna fumble it?
Yeah.
You gonna buy some clothes or you gonna bring it back? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing, man. So we paid the light bill, right? I know we paid the light bill.
Definitely.
Yeah, we paid the light bill.
Man.
NES, I just got y'all, man. Hey man, come on. I was over here with Too Deep, man. The ism.
Yeah. Back to it.
The ism is so real these days, man, and you spitting it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And how you hook up with Rollo and Meezy Mac?
Well, shout out to Meezy. Shit, I met him young, like when he was first kind of like jumping off the porch with it. You know what I'm saying? He had a partner, Slick Vic. one of my partners, and when he first came to New Orleans many years ago, you know, I was already outside. I was already with the shit. I started off real young. So when I ran into Slick Vic, he was real young, like 18, 19.
Right.
And I'm like, shit, this remind me of me. Like you off the porch this early, you all the way from Memphis. You know, he out there popping his shit. Yeah. Meezy was like his best friend. So when I met Meezy, it was through him. And man, I just had a lot of love for him because he had so much love and he was so driven about the game at that time, man. Always has been. And then music, that just came natural because he was talking his shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I met him like, you know, outside. Like for real. It ain't it ain't no cap in his rap. He was going through what he say he was going through, for sure.
Yeah, because I love that when they say, ain't it, man? That shit, that's hard, man. That's like, ain't it, man?
That's just Memphis shit, man.
Man,
you know?
Say, where you get that bread off the bitch. That's how I like that, man. That's it. Then, like I said, cause my partner, man, shout out to Plaza.
Okay.
He put me on music. He was like, man, you know, cause he listened to Pimp is music. Mm-hmm. So he was like, man, I got it's a dude, man, Meezy Max. So I got on the album. And then I'm like, man, that sound like too deep, bro. And then that's when we did the Expensive Taste.
Right.
And I'm like, man, that nigga, that hard, man. That's when I reached out to you.
Right.
And everything. Right. And cause that's all I've been listening to, because when I got introduced to y'all, I was already on Larry June, Primo Rice. You know, Primo Rice.
Shout out to Primo.
Primo's really spinning that ism out there. And then when I got to y'all, I was like, oh man, it's that South right there.
Right. And to speak about Rollo had been
Rollo out of Dallas, ain't it?
Huh?
Rollo out of Dallas, Texas, right?
Yeah. Rollo, man, we been doing this thing a long time. You know what I'm saying? Making this player shit. And he had reached out to me many years ago when I was doing shit. And just over the years, we always stayed tapped in. And a lot of our acquaintances have always been the same acquaintances. Shout out to Bud Beats, producer. You know, fuck with Rollo. Also fuck with my guy 921. My guy 921 Degrees used to do a lot of music with Rollo as well. So, you know, 921 was like a best friend of mine. He wound up getting killed in Houston. And so it's just, you know, mutual friends. We all in the same circles. We all in the streets with the same shit. And just over time, you know, we collaborated. You know, he always got my full support. I know I got his and Silky Slim as well. You know, out there on the West Coast, all the way around the border, he always been putting it down and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because I got on Silky Slim. Well, Put Your Peas Up. And that song, I was like, man, how he flipped it and how he knocked the bitch and it was beautiful. Real stories, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man, one thing I say we all got in common: when you hear the music, you gonna listen to the music and you can feel the authenticity of it. It ain't like a motherfucker trying to tell you they hopping out of Lambo and doing all this crazy shit that don't sound realistic. It's like, man, this is they real experiences, good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Because they team the ups and downs of it, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because I want to say I got Silky Slim. First heard him. I seen the video P's Up, but I got on them with the Thunder and Lightning when Sugar Free and Pomona Pimpin' Young, they did the 10 Commandments. And that's why I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with Silky.
Most definitely.
And then I think they was down in Atlanta fucking with Fish and Grits.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Fish and Grits got...
we was around. I was around during that time.
Yeah, then they did, what's that, Let's Get Paid, they were doing the Book of Kings, I want to say. That
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Because I figure, I said, one is too deep down there already. I know you can fuck with them tough.
Man, anytime they come through the A, I'm going to pop out for them. They're my dogs. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man. Most definitely.
Man, let's get into this ism, man. You know, the internet and all that shit, you know, everybody back and forth. Oh, I ain't doing 50%, you know, half and half, and I ain't doing that. And niggas is crying, hoes is crying, and all that, man. How can we get this thing back to where it's supposed
to be? And that's some of the context of what I speak on, like when I make certain content, right? And so I understand the psychology of a normal traditional relationship, and I respect those who indulge in like normal traditional relationships. What I think people don't understand is the psychology of what we consider a traditional relationship is already fucked up, because we came to this Western civilization bullshit and they indoctrinated it into us early that your natural way of thinking should be you grow up, you go to school like 18 years, you hopefully go to school a few more years, you get a degree, you work hard for a motherfucker for hopefully the next 10 years, you move up, you make some babies, you struggle for another 10, 15 years, you build some, maybe, about 55, 60, you get to enjoy life.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to never cheat on your wife. She's supposed to never cheat on you. Y'all stay together through thick and thin while y'all struggle this whole time. Yeah. Realistically, it just doesn't sound like it's gonna work out like that, right?
Right.
Even with our parents, a lot of our parents, even the ones that may have stuck together 30, 40 years, we grow up and we find out, damn, dad had an outside baby we ain't know about. Damn, mama cheated on him when I was 7. I ain't even know. Mm-hmm. So these is things that we find out, not to say it can't work, but unnatural things that we were taught. And then we go back and then we study like ancient Egypt and the kings, the queens, motherfuckers that hundreds of years before us. Well, it was natural for a motherfucker to have 4, 5 wives because them 4, 5 wives knew how to play their role. It wasn't about, oh, you getting some dick from him today and I ain't. It was about, we got a whole motherfucking empire. Now, you can go struggle by your fucking self, or you can play your role and y'all can help each other and we could all win. So the psychology of the ism is the same. So when a motherfucker talk to me about that, when I talk about a regular relationship, okay, so let's say you in a natural regular relationship is just you and your man. It's built off trust, it's built off loyalty, it's built off commitment, but it should be built off building. So the reason a lot of these relationships ain't working because it's either what can I get from you, how long you gonna do it for me, shit get bad, I'm gone. It ain't no building. It ain't no I'm smart, I know this, you good with this, we put our powers together, we build something. It's just like, how much can I get over on you till I'm tired of your motherfucking ass? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, church.
And so realistically, how long could that last? If you saying that I meet you at 24, let's say I meet you at 24, we ain't got no kids yet, you still cute, I'm still cute, I like the shit out of you, we fucking the shit out of each other. After about 2 years, that's old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's just say after that first 2.5 years, you fuck around, you knock her up.
Yeah.
She might not look the same way to you a year and a half later.
A bit like a dot.
She didn't carry your baby for 9 months. She's expecting you to be loyal. During the pregnancy, her attitude has changed. You don't look at her the same. The baby that came in the situation, your money still ain't right. What the fuck is y'all building, bro? And so now you got another problem because your liking for her ain't the same. And she don't respect you the same because your fuck nigga ass done did whatever you was doing while she was pregnant. So where actually is this relationship going? Based on just I like you and I like fucking on you.
Yeah.
When you should have been planning for, okay, I do like you. I do like fucking on you. You got a lot in common. What the fuck is the plan? You see what I'm saying? So if y'all just gonna be one-on-one, that's fine, that's cool. But what the fuck is the plan? What's gonna happen 5 years? What we doing? Cause 10 years from now, like you said, you could be chubby, she could be not as cute, or you could get sick, or whatever. Like, long term, what the fuck is gonna happen? Because y'all don't got no plan for none of this shit. Y'all just liking on each other. And that shit cute till it ain't cute no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They said a mouthful right there, man, because, like I said, a lot of people go through a whole lot of bullshit, been standing together, like I said.
And repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
Think of how many partners you probably got that then, knocked up 2, 3 different women just because every 5, 10 years they done started some new relationship and they paying child support to all these different bitches. This nigga gonna be 55, 60 years old working till he goddamn gray in the head. All these babies he made that he can barely take care of.
Yeah, and half of them niggas dying because they working so damn hard.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Half them niggas got diabetes, guts out here, stressed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't put themselves in all these situations chasing behind these females that really don't even give a fuck about them anyway once they figure out they can't provide no more. You dig what I'm saying? When you met at 28, you could provide a little bit. You could jump in that truck and drive cross country and get your little 2,000 a week. Now you're at 48. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't hitting the same. You know what I'm saying?
No, that shit drying the motherfucker.
On,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come on, man. It's just real talk.
I'm gonna ask this too. Can a bitch be broke?
In what capacity?
Any.
Yeah,
You know
for sure. But I think, see, the problem is too many niggas focus on breaking the bitch and not building the bitch. Again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers meet a female, and I tell this to my young players that study the game that I'm giving them. It's like, okay, so you think this player shit pimp shit is cute because she gave you a little money.
Yeah.
Nigga, what you finna do with the money that she can't do with the money? You can blow the money just like she can blow the money, my nigga. So if she hands you this $1,000 and you go put yourself in Gucci and you go buy the motherfucking SRT and you go pop it in another bitch here like, look at me, I'm in the SRT Gucci down, and she give you some money too. The main problem that you still have is, nigga, in 2-3 years, where the fuck we gonna be with what the fuck we doing?
Yeah.
Until you didn't learn how to build a bitch and turn her into something more than what she was when you met her, you really ain't doing shit. You still playing. That's why the breaking the bitch mentality is cool. Cause we done all broke on the bitch, but how you gonna build that bitch? How you gonna turn her from a 6 to a 11? I ain't striving for a 10. We going for 11. And that mean you gonna have to give her skill set mentally, emotionally, not just physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get her to BBL. What a mind like, though? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dumb bitches with BBLs.
Man,
what the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to game her up. You got to lace her up. You're going to be able to teach her something about credit? Can you teach her something about business credit? Can you teach her about what she going to do to leverage that, to turn that shit into something? Because she can hold forever, but how she going to leverage her horn?
Right. You know, buying shoes and clothes and shit, that shit go out of style.
Oh, it's going to go out of style fast.
Real quick.
Fast. What happened when it gets slow?
I think I heard a song, I heard a line in the song. It said, what it was? He said, I'm going to get you some stock. This is bigger than the tree. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really investing in you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, oh yeah, go fuck a nigga and bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
That's the key. You invest in your game in her. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So she might have, you know, a woman is a cold piece of art because she the bait.
Yeah.
Your woman can take you farther probably than you can take yourself, because it's going to be a ceiling to what a man can do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A woman, man, look.
Speaking.
For instance, this beautiful young woman right here. We could go to the same meeting and talk to the same motherfucking boss. I might have an intelligent, ferocious plan that I feel like, hey, man, you should invest in my business. She can walk in that same motherfucker with half the plan and seduce that man. And he be like, you know what? I'm all in. How much you say it's going to take? $100,000? Do I get a date tonight? You see what I'm saying? Does a date come with this $100,000 I'm about to put into this beauty shop? Oh, okay, cool. So once you realize that, you got to realize, okay, man, my woman is definitely the coldest bargaining tool I'm probably going to ever have if she cold like that. Yeah. So if you lace her up with your mind and your brain and your skill set on top of her beauty, now you get a dangerous motherfucker, because it's going to be way harder for them to tell her no than it is for them to tell you no. Nigga, a nigga can stone face look at your ass and be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But once he look in her face and her eyes and her titties and her walk away, nigga, he'll
got the peep toes on. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, he debate like a motherfucker. Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
So you gotta know how to lace that woman up to use that to her advantage. Not saying a woman got to lay down on her back to get everything done.
Right, fact,
but
fact.
just saying, man, the world will never not be like that. There has never been an era or a time period in which a woman could not be able to use her sex appeal to get to the next level. And either you utilize it or you don't. It's your choice. You can, act like you want to do it the hard way if you want to. But nigga, Marilyn Monroe went the smartest, but she was one of the coldest. We still talking about her, ain't it?
Damn right.
Okay.
She was fucking with JFK.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Name a woman that's probably more iconic for her beauty than Marilyn Monroe.
Hey man, that's a lot. You talking about the snow bunny too? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Is
you
it
see
harder,
what I'm saying?
Is it harder to pepper snow than our sisters? You
asking me that? Is it harder?
Yeah.
Trick question. So what I say is this, right? And I'm gonna say this, the public service announcement. I'm speaking in hindsight. I don't want y'all to think I'm actively doing. I'm just a player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying now, but I'm speaking on my past. In my past, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of different experiences with all races of women. I like all races of women, but when people say it's easier to deal with a white woman, sometimes than a black woman, it's more so based on culture, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to make that clear. Unfortunately, a lot of black people, African American people, were raised in environments where the culture wasn't brought right? Like the understanding wasn't there. The father wasn't there. The mama was going through this. So a lot of times it ain't necessarily that all black girls are this, but it's like depending on how her family was, a lot of times it's depending on how she may treat you. Like right now, if I were to run into an Asian chick, man, 90% of most Asian chicks, they grow up where they super family oriented. They grow up where the mama really caters to the dad. Yeah. Like they grow up where it's certain rules in that household. If you go against that, the whole family looking at you like you outcasted. Right. Unfortunately, in a lot of black households, we don't have nearly as much structure, right? Your uncle mad at your auntie for some shit from 10 years ago. You ain't seen your daddy in goddamn 2 years. You like, fuck that nigga. He don't pay shit on shit. Your mama come home every day and tell you these niggas ain't shit. That's why your daddy don't take care of you. When you grow up, girl, don't trust these niggas. So that type of mentality been embedded in that little girl since she was 7. She's 7'6", watching her mama fuck on different men or not respect different men around her. What you think she gonna do by the time she 19? Now she 19, first thing she wanna do is hit the strip club and say, fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't shit. All these niggas. Now, it's a difference if that same black girl was raised in an environment where her pops was there or her uncle was there and she had respect for men and she looked at men like, man, some of these men out here are kings. Well, by the time she run into a nigga who is a king, she know how to treat him properly. Facts. But a lot of times that's just a problem. They haven't been in scenarios where they've seen how to treat a man properly. Therefore, they're emulating what they grew up on.
Yeah. So it's a lot of phony pimps out here. Phony players.
Yeah, I mean, it's always gonna be that in any
industry.
Any industry, you gonna have the real, you gonna have the fake. What I will say is it's a higher statistic of it now because the internet has made anything easy to seem like it is to get in. So I could say that just as much for the strippers and the hoes too. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because you got girls now who growing up. She growing up listening to Sexy Red. He growing up listening to me and Larry June. So both of them growing up thinking, I could just take this shit I heard, go out in the street, and money gonna fall out the motherfucking sky. They don't know real rules, regulations.
Facts.
They ain't had no uncle really sitting there walking them through it. Mm-hmm. They seeing knowledge and information they got from the internet. And some things you can pick up from the internet. But what I tell a motherfucker about some game, that ain't just necessarily some shit you could get all the way from a fucking YouTube video. You might can go on YouTube and Google how to fix your brakes. Yeah. And you might do a good job. But with this shit, it's a lot of other motherfucking things that come into play that's gonna have it like, well, damn, I ain't see that coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the radio on. We got crews with the radio on.
Remove the caliber bolt.
That's how motherfucker be talking in the car when you want to push that. But like,
Oh, yeah, it's a North Star.
Yeah.
It's okay, crew.
Or brake tool to make room for new, thicker pads.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about the brake pads, and it came out. Oh, shit. We made Alexa say something about the brake pads. Ain't that some shit? Hey, man, it's real game around this motherfucker.
No, it ain't my phone.
It wasn't Alexa. What the fuck?
I don't
Oh,
know,
man, this is the spirit of the instrument here.
Like I said, this is the second time y'all done had one.
Man, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Really like,
That motherfucker heard something about brake pads.
yeah.
No clue where that's coming from.
It's a brake pads.
I think it stopped now.
Yeah, it wasn't the Alexa. I have no clue.
I don't know where they came
know.
from. Oh, man.
Motherfucker felt the need to respond, though.
This old hoe came in here. used to walk down Gallatin Road. He came in saying something.
Getting back to what I was saying though, being real, it's so much information that people get from the internet now that they feel like, okay, I can just do this because all I gotta do. I give you an example. When I first got into the game, right? You couldn't just Google where you was going. You couldn't just GPS where you were going. You might have to fucking MapQuest where you were going, right? You couldn't just Uber when you got there. You had to have a ride. You had to know somebody. You couldn't just go on Expedia and figure out the best hotel. Like, a lot of shit you had to know, you had to go through it, you had to experience it, so you knew you couldn't just go to these places and just randomly try shit.
Right.
In this era, a motherfucker can look on their phone and be like, ooh, it's half-naked girls walking on Figueroa Street in California. I think I can go try that too. I'ma inbox this girl in this video and ask her how it is there.
Yeah.
So she inboxed that girl. Girl, how it is? Oh, it's cool. Come fuck with me. I can show you that. Next thing you know, motherfucker then went out there. They can inbox a motherfucking trick who out there. Oh, I want to come to Cali so bad. I just ain't got them. Girl, I'll buy you a flight right now. Come on.
Bring your ass out here.
Man, come on. And a motherfucker think that it's just that simple to get through. You couldn't use to just jump and go from city to city and try that. But because we got the internet, motherfuckers will try same thing with niggas with the game. A nigga see somebody, see a couple things they said, pick some game out of them, ask for a consultation. I done had motherfuckers pay me for consultations. And you know, they think they can run with it. Not saying you can't try, but ain't nothing like experience. Ain't nothing like getting in the field.
Oh, yeah, definitely that. Because I had to, I tipped my foot in it, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? I tell the motherfucker, I said, nah, man, it's different because you got folks really depending on you on that thing. You know what I'm saying? You got some females really want to, get their work or whatever it may be. And you may do a show here, somebody's getting married and we got the gals to bring them and all of those shit. And at the same time, they trusted me because I'm just cool. It's like, I don't want your pussy, baby. Just bring that bread. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because I heard something the other day saying a lot of P's don't have sex with their women to keep them, in line, keep them loving them all.
Oh, you want to ask my opinion on that?
Yeah, on that too.
Okay. Let me put an end to that myth. Is it possible? Yes. It is very well possible to deal with women and not have sex with them and they want to go get you some money. But realistically, if you think that woman want to only fuck on old, dusty men and she's that, like, first of all, if you really him, like any bitch ever fuck with me, she gonna tell you, oh, that nigga him. You know what I'm saying? If she don't look at me like that, then that wasn't my bitch.
Right.
First of all. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be a point at some point where she feel like that's her reward. Like, I don't mind going to get you this money, but at some point, I want to be rewarded by your presence. I want to be rewarded by your touch. I want to be rewarded by feeling like that you care for me. Yeah. That don't mean you finna gotta be tongue down the throat acting like you a square, but it's just like you're her version of a man. The only logical representation of a man for a female in that lifestyle is a male in that lifestyle
Facts.
because he's the only one that can have the concept or accept the fact that she just went in that room, sucked his dick, came back out and gave you $300. A regular man ain't gonna accept that. He gonna beat the brakes off of her and feel like you ain't shit. The minute that they relationship get into a tough spot, he's gonna remind her you are not shit but a hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You lay down with such and such. So for the man that is the P or the player, he is the man that has to look on and be like, man, I fuck with you. Like, you did what we did and we got the money and there's nothing and we still finna go hang out. We still finna go bowling. We still finna kick shit. That woman at some point is going to want to have some form of, but the difference is having the ability to balance it. So it ain't that it doesn't happen or it can't happen or it shouldn't happen. It's that, nigga, do you got self-control over your dick? Because you got to know when it's time, man. Hey, man, it's times where, man, listen.
Talk.
Bitch, I might not touch you for however long. It might be 2 months. You know what I'm saying? But that's what was called for. And then it might be the next 2 weeks. You like, oh, my God, this nigga rock my motherfucker. Now I got to fall back again.
Yeah, because
if I do it too much, you going to expect that. You're going to start getting jealous. You're going to start creating problems.
Right.
So you have to have the balance enough to know when and where and how and why you can't, because the bitch is supposed to look at you like Superman, bro.
Yeah.
If you ain't like Superman to the bitch, if you ain't like some form of a god to the bitch, she's not looking at you as this grandiose motherfucker who she's supposed to be handing the bankroll to.
She looking like
She's
a
looking
sucker.
at you like the average man. The average man gonna see her and feel like he wanna jump in her pants every time he see her. Nigga, that don't make you special. Everybody wanna fuck on her. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have motherfucking self-control is what turns a hoe on, because she like, out of all the men on this earth that be down my motherfucking throat, this cool ass motherfucker I can't figure him out. She loved it. If you can't do that, nigga, she gonna get bored with you, nigga. Period. Like, it ain't gonna, nah, nigga. A hoe? Stop it.
Yeah.
She getting dick all day long.
Yep.
What's gonna make yours so special? The only thing gonna make it special is your aura, your presentation, your demeanor, your thought process. Because she can't calculate it like she can calculate the tricks.
Yeah.
The trick, she got him figured out. Well, I can wave my pussy in front of you, nigga. You finna do whatever.
Yeah, I can show my titties. That nigga go throw me 500.
Man, but the player, the motherfucker with the mind control, the motherfucker with the ability to separate his emotions from what he really got going on in his life, she looking at him like, this nigga, I can't put my finger on what he got over me, but I can't leave it alone. It's an addiction. It's a drug. It's a pill. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a motherfucking Percocet. She looking at that motherfucker. I can't put this motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, lemon pepper hot wings. You know
Man,
what I'm
come
talking about?
on, man.
I can't get rid of them.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And if you got that, then see, that's the difference in, like, I used to hate certain documentaries I used to watch, right? And they'll show these characters. Like, because you asked me a question about motherfuckers misrepresenting.
Yeah.
It would be characters that,
Phony pimps.
man, you gotta beat on a motherfucker and
That's
yell
gorilla,
all
yeah.
day and force a man. Man, look, I ain't gotta do shit but be my fucking self. If I be talented, if I'm educated, if I'm giving great advice and I'm leading properly, she gonna want me and I ain't gonna have to force her to do shit. It's a choice.
Right.
So if a nigga ain't moving like that, then it ain't player to me, because nigga, you having to make her do something that she doesn't want to do. The whole shit is based upon her being like, man, this nigga cold, he's smart, he's talented. Take it, please.
Yeah.
You can do better with this than me. I don't even need that. You are him.
Yeah.
If it ain't that nigga, then you ain't him.
Because it really is by choice, not by force.
At all times.
Yeah.
But they fuck the game up, because that's what they'll show you through media. They'll show you on the news this 40-year-old, disrespectful, rude, dumb, unintelligent motherfucker trying to force a 16-year-old to do some shit that she don't want to do, taking her out of mama's house, instead of showing you the articulate, intelligent gentleman that's like, sweetheart, I ain't trying to force you to do nothing you don't want to do, but if you really want to, level your life up, I'm here. I got a game plan for you.
Yeah.
That's the motherfucker who really the ism.
See, I never could understand motherfuckers out there, you know what I'm saying, pimping minors and all that shit. I never understood
It's
that
sad,
shit.
bro.
That's sad, man.
It's sad, bro. And
Then
I
you
tell
beating
them,
on the young women, you know what I'm saying? And now they flip the shit to now, you know, everybody, you know, at the time, you know, cross-country pimping and, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third.
you ain't got no game if you got to fuck with a young bitch.
Facts.
Let's say, I'm a stand like PSA. You have no game if you are an adult and you have to take advantage of a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old child to get them to give you some money. You have no game, sir. If that's what you then fell into, I'm sorry that you fell into there, bro, but that's not cool. It's not 100. It's not solid. There's somebody's daughter. There's somebody's niece. There's somebody's granddaughter, bro, and she ain't have a chance to get grown enough to make a realistic choice about her life, nigga, and you took advantage of that. That's not game.
Yeah, because a lot of niggas putting them on drugs, beating them down, you know what I'm saying? And all that shit, all the old gorilla pimping, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know, ain't nothing that, you know, if you got to smack a broad to make her do something, man, you know what I'm saying?
One of my mottos is if I got to go through all that with a woman, I really don't need you in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm at an age and a stage in my life where my peace mean more than money. So, you know, some people will take $1,000 to get $10,000 worth of problems. You dig what I'm saying?
I did.
Like this motherfucker, her, she could go get $1,000 tonight. That's cool. But she get drunk. And she got an attitude problem. And she get into it with everybody. And she got problems with her mama. And her family don't like her. And she don't take care of kids. So is it really worth accepting $1,000? No, nigga, you got...
Keep them.
You got $10,000 worth of problem. I'd rather take my chance with the chick that made $400-500 tonight, but she respect me and she listen and she can be taught how to make more money because she's willing to learn, understand, and carry herself in a manner that shows, okay, I'm willing to grow. I'm ready to grow. The other motherfucker don't want to grow. They just want to go through life doing it their way. You know what I'm saying?
Then it was like crash and burn.
Yeah. It's a lot of crash test dummies in the world right now. But again, we living in a society where everything is preheated, pre-cooked, it's microwave.
Yeah.
I grew up, we had encyclopedias and you had to read books and all that kind of shit. I just look like a young nigga. But motherfuckers now, because we got the phone, motherfuckers so stupid, they won't even Google some information. I can make a caption right now in this motherfucker and say, big church shot. We can put some red on you and you can just lay to the side. I put the caption at the top. I post it. In 10 minutes, that shit probably go viral just because bad news travel fast and people don't do shit worth of research.
Right.
So, you know, before a motherfucker even really call around and ask a bunch of questions, they done shared it to 5,000 motherfuckers, not 5,000 motherfuckers. Well, it got a lot of likes, it got a lot of comments. Maybe he did get shot. That's how stupid people are. Yeah. So you have, like, we in a society where people have to stop, pause, and, like, research, think, use common knowledge. Like, I've been seeing all this shit with the Epstein files and shit, and I be like, okay, some of this shit is facts, but don't be so stupid to where you just run with everything come across your phone. Right. And that's how people are now, bro. Yeah,
everybody's in the internet world, man. You know, you got to separate the real from the fake for real.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? And it's wild out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of P's, you know, we still representing out here. And but at the same time, you know, you got to be careful because the feds and, you know, locking folks up.
Hey, man, I'm a rapper.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a rapper and an artist, man.
You know,
about my old life.
That's what I'm trying to tell folks. It's like, hey, man, you can't, you know, live that because, you know, Diddy doing 4 years of, you know, taking prostitutes across the border. You know what I'm talking about?
To me, that was one of the oddest cases I've ever seen because, and I'll say this, for those who don't support Diddy, that's fine. Like, this ain't about me supporting him or not supporting him. What I hate to see is, like with Epstein that I just brought up, a white man could get rich, fly bitches in from everywhere, have all these crazy ass escapades and live to they 70 and 80 and have a great life. So I'm trying to figure out at what point did flying in and doing your freaky shit that you do in the bedroom become such a big deal? Because I see people do it every fucking day.
Yeah.
But when they want to take you down, they want to take you down.
You're damn right.
And that's just really all it boiled down to, because 90% of these judges, these politicians,
Oh, yeah, they buying
man,
pussy
all
all
of
day.
these niggas buying pussy, man.
Yeah.
All them white boys is tricking. Like, stop it. Stop it. Do I agree with how he did a lot of the shit he did? No.
No.
But is it a crime for a motherfucker to trick off and do all the freaky shit? If they grown
Yeah.
and they agree,
And you ain't beating on her and doing all that shit, putting a hot comb on her.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
not
know
a
the-
hitting on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
girls. I don't agree with none of that.
Right,
but
right.
I'm just saying, as far
Yeah,
as the,
just
the
being
he want to be
freaky-ass
freaky.
nigga.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
that's his
on him,
business.
nigga. You want to be freaky and pay motherfuckers to be freaky with you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Hopefully you pay a bitch I know to be freaky with you. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got freak. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas that's freaking that ain't fucking. They might like a woman's feet, hands.
Man,
you know what I'm
motherfuckers be
saying?
weird,
Shit
bro. I
all
done
the
seen
piss on
some
them.
weird shit, man. I remember one time long ago, this is a good story you can have. I remember a trick paid a chick to take her tampons, put it in her urine, and drink it out of a cup.
Jesus Christ.
Paid $500 for that. Threw me the fuck off. I said, he wants you to do what? Yeah, he want me to put my tampon, pee in the glass, put the tampon in the glass, and he wanted to drink it. $500. Swear to God. Yeah, man. It's some weird people
It's
in
weird
this world.
ass shit out here. Yeah. Because I
She
see,
looking like,
yeah, I seen
what
her-
the fuck? Nah, this, hey.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a female right now who do feet for OnlyFans making a grip.
Man, might make more than some bitches fucking on OnlyFans.
Come on now. And she just changed the feet, toenail polish. Mm-hmm. She may be putting her foot in some gravy, mashed potatoes, fruit smashing in this shit, and she getting rich. I said, man, are you fucking serious?
Because it's a lane for everybody,
Everything,
bro.
yeah.
It's a niche for everybody. So that's really where we at with this internet shit right now. I tell a nigga, if you got anything that you into, this is your time that you probably can get rich.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can create a social media platform based on what you're into, and there's always going to be a group of people somewhere on this earth that relate to you. I don't give a fuck if you're a farmer. I don't give a fuck if you play the guitar, you rap, you sing, whatever you into, you just got to find your demographic of people and work the algorithm of those people, and the money will come.
Church on now. Brother Too Deep, man, I want to thank you.
Oh, no doubt.
I could go on and on, man, like a motherfucker, because, so I love these type of conversations, you know what I'm saying? Too Deep, man, where they can catch you at, brother?
Boom. No doubt. If you want to follow me on Too Deep TV. I always wake up every day. I'm going to give you some inspiration. I'm going to give you some motivation. I'm going to give you some game. I'm going to give you some logic. I'm going to give you some comedy. I'm going to give you a little bit of everything. But one thing I'm going to always give you is myself. Genuine, unfiltered, raw and uncut. And then, of course, I'm going to give you some music. And the music is always going to be high caliber. It's going to be quality. And it's going to be from the heart. So follow me at Too Deep TV. Also, I have another page, Game for Sale Artwork. And that's my page where I paint. Like I said earlier in the interview, I've always been into art. I think that's probably one of the things that separate me from a lot of other people in my field and in music, because I feel like it's never been nobody who was into all these things at the same time.
Right.
And so, it's a gift and a curse, because I can never focus on just one thing. 1 minute I might be focused on the music. Next minute I might be painting something for somebody. The next minute I might be, playing basketball, whatever. Like, I ain't never a person that's going to shy away from what I'm good at.
Yeah.
So if you into art, you want some dope shit made, holler at me. I done sold so much art, it's crazy. I never thought I would get a chance to sell art the way I sell art, because being in the streets, you just never really, I didn't know how.
Right.
If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have knew how I could get somebody to buy some art for me. I thought once I got in the streets, that part of my life was over with. So I'm appreciative of that. And follow me on YouTube as well, Too Deep the Southern President, TikTok, Too Deep TV. You know what I'm saying? and you gonna be definitely pleased with what you get to watch for sure.
Man, I know I am because you're out here doing it, man, and you're doing it every day, man. You're doing it at a high level, man. And,
I appreciate that.
Keep it up, baby. Keep it P, baby.
Man, I appreciate
man,
that. Hey, and again, I appreciate you inviting me to come through. It's been a dope podcast. I hope, y'all got some jewels, some information, and even some laughs from the interview, like for sure.
For sure, man. We probably had to bring it back, man. Probably had to bring you, Me's, and Rollo up here, man.
Hey,
You know what I'm
that'll be
saying?
dope, man.
You know what I'm
Congregate
saying?
with the congregation.
Yeah, right. You know,
Yeah,
congregate with the
yeah.
congregation, man, for real, man. Man, thank you too, Nick, man, for everything, bro, man. It's your boy Big Church, man. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 138.
Sheesh.
It's for sale, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? We represent that Cashville all day downtown Atlanta, GA.
Shout
You know
out,
what I'm talking about,
Cashville.
man? Cruise Control Radio, man. Shout out to Mayor Jane Montana. Catch me in a minute, man. Church on the move. Pay your tithes on the spot. Stay with short pocket thoughts.